The world's cheapest woman will do anything to save money. Play.
Bedroom. We only utilize this one. The rest of the house we blocked off to save on heating and cooling. There's the four of us sleeping here on this king-size bed.
What? Four people sitting, like sleeping in like one bed? Like that'd be different if you had like some weird like harem kind of thing, but that's kind of like codish.
Oh no, imagine being in high school and still sleeping with your mom and
Oh wow, that's crazy.
pa. Hello friends, it's me. Today we're gonna be checking out a buy one, get one free final sale 99-cent cheapskates who will do anything to save money.
Now here's the thing, right? Like there's nothing wrong with trying to save money, trying to limit your expenses, but at the same time, you gotta really like take a step back and be like, wait a minute, are we even using our time wisely anymore, right? Because like, look, if you get to the point where you're just doing like super dramatic, drastic things to save money, when you could just work an extra hour and literally save you like tens of 20 hours or even 100 hours of trying to save money, like it's just crazy.
I just put a little bit of soup in my plastic container, and you'd be surprised at how quickly it heats up. I think people.
Wait, soap in a plastic container? Is that a hot tub?
People probably use their microwave every day, and that adds up to almost $40 a month.
Okay, I doubt you're spending $40 a month on your microwave.
No! These fools have been using their microwaves to heat up food while I use my jacuzzi. I wonder if you can actually do that.
By the way, doesn't it cost a lot of electricity to heat up a jacuzzi?
Honestly, that sounds like a good time. Like I get to be chilling in the water, I got my meal, I got my food. You know what? I got a frozen dinner in my freezer. I want to see if this hack is legit. A frozen meal? Let's find out.
We got a tortilla casserole with black beans. Look at that bad boy. The hot tub is at like 90 degrees right now, so
I wonder if that would actually work. I feel like it shouldn't, but also even if it were, wouldn't it be able to unseal the seal of that frozen dinner and then end up getting into it?
we're just gonna put it right here and hopefully it doesn't stain. Oh no, I already got cold water in my beans. I love me some chlorine casserole, delicious. It doesn't help that it's in a paper plate. Most of the food is still pretty frozen solid. Some of it has warmed up around it. I mean, you gotta keep this in for like a good half hour when you could just sacrifice 1 minute of electricity in the.
See, like that's what I'm saying, right? Like this is already going too far, right? What, you're going to spend like 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, maybe even an hour trying to heat up your frozen dinner to save money when you can microwave something in a minute and literally do whatever you want for the next 50 minutes because you're already done cooking your food. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Like, I think a lot of people get too stuck with trying to save so much money to the point where they're not even understanding the other costs that they are accruing, right? The loss of time, the loss of opportunity cost, meaning that like you're like missing out on things that you could do instead.
Microwave.
Oh, you eating it? Oh.
That's not good.
That's nasty. Okay, this ain't a jacuzzi. This a money maker.
So this fellow cheapskate decided to take his wife out for a fancy lunch.
Gonna be some leftovers this evening? Have at it. I sure am hungry.
That's a little odd that he comes over and asks for my leftovers.
He's good.
They asked him for the leftovers? Now that's weird. Imagine going up to like a random stranger saying like, "Hey, are you done eating your food? If you are, you could just give it to me, even though you just paid for your food,
Going table to table, asking people for their leftovers. Oh my dude, you know where you should go? You should go to IKEA. Because people who don't finish their food, they take their tray and then put it on a rack. So you don't have to have like any human interaction. You just like mosey on down, take what you want. You know what? It's funny. I've never done it, but I was like, you know what? If I ever had to be in this situation, coming from a former cheapskate, I'm not a cheapskate anymore. But some people leave food that they've barely touched or haven't haven't even touched. Not
Now that's not good either, but there's a way around it. I mean, like, if you want like basically free food, I read a story not too long ago where this one elderly woman would actually go to stores as they were like basically tossing out food before it got to the dumpster. I was like, hey, can I have that instead of you tossing it away? Because a lot of stores, grocery stores and stuff, will toss food that is perfectly good, not expired, but just can't be sold, and it's too late for it to be sold in store because no one's buying it, and they just toss out the food, right? So you could technically get hundreds of dollars worth of food for free that have never been eaten by someone, never been in the garbage at all, and yeah, it's just kind of old.
I'm one of those people. I get where he's coming from, and if he doesn't care, like if the person touched it or picked at it, then go ham. Free food.
I find that utterly grotesque, and it's very embarrassing.
Like, imagine being married to someone like this. Like you're not gonna be like, hey, like, stop. Like, you are embarrassing us. You are embarrassing the family. We don't need to do this. We have money to be able to buy for our own food. We even have enough money to maybe like help other people out.
Finish with that. You don't mind if I take it, do you?
I have no qualms about asking strangers for their leftover food.
And he has no shame at all.
His wife like, oh man, whose man's? I don't know him. Can't take this dude anywhere. He's like asking everybody like, hey, can I get those leftovers? And then eats leftovers the rest of the week. How do you think he stays so thick without ever paying for food? It's this dude's anniversary and he wants to do something special for wifey.
My goals are to find something nice. Hopefully, I won't have to spend as much as $10.
Dude, you're not even going to be willing to spend over $10 for your wife? Your wife who is dealing with all of this nonsense of you being super cheap, right? Like, and again, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to be cheap. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to save money. But there is a point where it's like, whoa, we are doing way too much to be so cheap where it doesn't even make any sense anymore.
Clean them up a little bit. Roses. Now that says romance.
Nothing more romantic than getting my wife flowers out of the trash.
It's so depressing.
Baby, you smell that? Love.
I buy cheap
And probably a possum too.
2-ply toilet paper. Get twice as much.
Oh my god. I did not think people actually did this. Buy 2-ply toilet paper and then split it so you could have double the amount?
As anybody else does for the same price.
Why not just buy 1-ply toilet paper to begin with? No, I'm gonna buy 2-ply and then separate it. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, we got twice the toilet paper. Pro life hacks.
We share a toothbrush so we don't have to buy another toothbrush.
We're so cheap that
Wait, you share a toothbrush?
we share our tooth floss.
No, don't do that.
There you go.
And floss? Like, the toothbrush thing actually makes more sense to me, but the floss?
So they share their toothpaste, toothbrush, and floss. What's next? Toilet paper? Oh, I just had Taco Bell. Let me do a wipe. Okay, just fold it in half. Here you go. You can wipe with the other side. That's nasty. Y'all never heard of the dollar store? 2 toothbrushes, $1. No, I'm sure y'all love sharing each other's germs.
Like, and that's the thing, right? Like, you could really get some, like, super cheap, like, generic items to the extent where you do not have to do any of this. Like, you could buy a microwave for like $5-10 in some stores. You could buy a toothbrush brand new for like less than $2, and you get, like she said, like a 2-pack. You could get a lot of things for cheap to the point where you don't have to do any of this.
26-year-old Carissa and her 33-year-old husband Rick are preparing for death.
They're in their
What?
30s. Yeah, they're getting ready to die.
Like, look, the best way to prepare for death is just to have life insurance and health insurance.
I guess that's what happens when you share
And a will.
dirty things with another human being. They're going funeral shopping. What? Emos don't even do this.
Rick and I had this idea. We want to just have one burial, one funeral, one everything. Like if he dies first, then we can bury him and then just exhume him when I die and then bury me with him.
I'm sorry.
That's creepy. Why not just like ask them to like dig you a grave and then just push you in there, like without a coffin? And the thing is, the coffin is how a lot of these funeral homes make a lot of money.
What?
Hello, 911 said back up immediately. We got a couple of crazies.
I don't know if this is depressing, stupid, unnecessary. Like, yeah, just going with my boyfriend to pick my coffin. Just want to make sure we'll only have to buy one. We just want like one grave.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I was under the assumption that they were actually married. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're doing something like this. That doesn't make any sense at all. Period.
Together. So we don't have to pay. You're gonna be dead! Why does that even matter?
I keep my tissues right here by the window so the sun can hit them. I might blow my nose, let them air out, dry, and reuse it again.
What? You reuse tissue paper. Tissue paper, like tissue boxes are what, like $2, if that?
They're really wet. I might wring them out first.
Come on, guys.
By the way, I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone actually use a tissue paper ever in my life. I've only seen people use like a paper towel.
Please, they're tissues. If you don't want to pay for them, you can go to multiple fast food establishments and stock up. I don't think they would mind if you took a few paper towels, few napkins. Imagine blowing your nose. You pop that nasty yellow one. Oh, so satisfying. Rinse it out. Put it to dry. Oh, we're using this later.
And that's a good point, right? Like, there's so many fast food restaurants, stores, Starbucks, Chipotle, etc., that you could just go there and just grab a little extra stuff when you go and get food, if you were to ever go there, and have like an extra brand new like 100 sets of napkins, toilet paper, tissue paper, paper towels, condiments, etc.
Buying toilet paper just doesn't do anything for me.
Excuse me, what?
Buying toilet paper just doesn't.
Did you just say buying toilet paper does nothing for you? I'm pretty certain buying toilet paper helps you to wipe your butt. Like, this is the point where, like, we're going to go down, like, a really too far route.
Doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, we got another one of these ladies. Toilet paper does nothing for me. What do you mean? It literally cleans you,
And by the way, as like a lady, if you're a lady, wouldn't you want to spend a little bit of money for generic hygiene down in the nether region? Just saying.
You feel dry, wipes any excess. You trying to go to the bathroom with no toilet paper? I mean, you can always use water. You know, in Japan and other countries, they use the bidet. You get that nice little backdoor water fountain, and you just feel squeaky clean.
Cutting toilet paper squares for our bathroom.
Cutting toilet paper squares?
We will wash and use instead of paper products. We have a little bin underneath the basket that holds the little toilet wipes where we put them so we can wash them later.
Oh my god, no. They reuse it?
Oh, no! That's gross. Reusable toilet paper. Yeah, I've actually heard of this. But the fact
I have never heard of this, and do not do this to save money. Again, you could go to the dollar store, you could go to Walmart and literally get like a big bag of toilet paper for very little money.
that bin doesn't have a lid over it, I can only imagine how dank it's gonna smell in there. I mean, she's doing the laundry, so...
Then when it's time to wash, I just pour them in and I never have to touch them with my hand.
You toss that into the washer?
As a middle-class family that makes a good income, I shouldn't have to go into debt to buy toilet paper.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no way that you would have to go into debt to buy toilet paper. Toilet paper is like a $2 item, $3 item, depending on the store. right? There is no reason why you would have to go into debt to buy toilet paper.
You're a middle class family with a good income. Why? It's definitely not that embroidered dress that you got from the Macy's or gas bills, mortgage that's gonna make you go in debt. No, it's the toilet paper. Oh, I got enough money to afford a whole.
By the way, it's like, if you're so scared of spending money, what are you spending your money on to make you feel that way?
Entire sewing room in my house, but toilet paper is gonna make me go broke.
All of our cloth wipes that we have in the house, we've been using them for more than 5 years.
What? They've been using these wipes for 5 years, more than 5 years. They've been using reusable toilet wipes for more than 5 years. This cannot possibly be healthy at all.
It's kind of good.
Oh my god, it's stained. The wipes are stained because oh my god.
It's okay. It's clean.
That is not clean. That is completely stained.
Oh no, that poor child.
And imagine like you do that, right? Wipe by using this like basically still dirty cloth, and you end up eating afterwards, right? Like that's just so unhealthy.
Poop stains for the last 5 years on that towel. And she's like, no, it's clean, it's good. Thank you, next.
We all share a bedroom. We only use.
And like a whole family sharing basically the same bedroom is just weird.
Utilize this one. The rest of the house we blocked off to save on heating and cooling. There's 4 of us sleeping here on this king-size bed.
Oh.
By the way, you could just turn off your AC. You could just turn off your heater. Like, you don't gotta do all that.
No, imagine being in high school and still sleeping with your ma and pa. And they got a lantern? What is this, 1892? I made a whole separate video on this family about their bathing shenanigans.
Oh no, I do not want to see that.
I'll leave a link in the description below. But basically, they share their bath water.
That's disgusting.
Daddy takes a bath first, then mommy, and then the poor child. That's the stinky kid in class. That's like,
but I shower every day.
Yeah, with mommy and daddy's dirty bath water. Smash like if you would never. This is not even an option. I'm paying 25 cents on my water bill, but I'm gonna have a nice fresh shower. That's the life I'm living.
The most extreme thing I ever did to save on medical costs or any kind of costs like that is I removed my own teeth. I just...
What? Don't remove your own teeth.
Take a little chisel and a hammer, and I sit there and chip it and chip it and chip it until I can knock it out.
What the heck? Are you doing like construction work? You chipped out your own teeth with a hammer and a chisel. Do you realize how crazy that is? That is so dangerous. Never do something like this ever to save money. Like, look, this is the reality, right? If you want to save money, if you want to get out of debt, guess what you gotta do? All you have to do is spend a little bit less than what you make every year, and you will still live a very good life. Now, the less money that you spend compared to how much you make, guess what? You're going to do even better, right? But you could change the ratio. You could basically save more or make more, okay? But like, there's no reason for anyone to do any of this at all.